Year 6, welcome to Wednesday's science lesson. We're on lesson 8, Wednesday the 10th of February today, and you will see the title of our task today is My Very Own Solar System. So we've learned about the different solar systems, about our solar system. We've learned about planets, the moons, stars, constellations, galaxies. We've learned all sorts of different things about what makes up our solar system. There's two ways that you can do this task today, and I'm going to explain them both, and then you can pick how you'd like to interpret it. So following our study of the solar system last week, can you draw a label diagram of your solar system? Now, when it says your solar system, that's where we can pick and choose how we want to do the task. Ensure that the planets are in order, moving away from the sun. So I've already put a sun or a star. Doesn't have to be the sun. If you want to do your own solar system, it doesn't have to be the sun, but you need a heat source to create that life, don't we? Without that sun, without the star, we wouldn't have life on Earth. Can you include the orbital paths of the planets? So that's the directions they move. You know, we orbit around the sun, and you should understand the word orbit from your vocab word yesterday. How much detail can you give? Could you include the moons from the different planets? So if you're drawing, well, actually, I'll go on to that in a minute. And can you manage the scale and distances between planets? So now I'll explain a little bit more detail how we're going to do this task. Number one, you could draw a label diagram of our solar system that we live in with, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus. You could do it like that. That's absolutely fine. You would need to make sure the planets are in order, moving away from the sun, and I'd like to see the orbital paths. Now, it says, could you include the moons from the different planets? Well, we know Earth has a moon, but there are other planets that also have moons, and you might want to draw them on and label them. When it says scale, well, we know that the planets in comparison to the sun are a lot smaller. So could you think about making sure they were in at least size or relative size, so that the smallest planet in our solar system is the smallest planet on your diagram? If you were being really creative, could you work out the distances? Could you do a scale so that they were an appropriate distance apart on scale? Now that is getting really technical. So you could do that from the point of view of drawing the solar system we live in. Or, as the question says at the start, your solar system. You could design your very own solar system. Pick planets, you can have as many as you like, as long as you think carefully about how you're going to fit them into this diagram. They're still going to orbit around this star. This star is going to be the center of your solar system. So you think we're moving in away from it that way, and they're going to move around. Okay, like that. All right. Now, if you're designing your own solar system, the planets can be named whatever you like. They could be whatever color you want them to be. You might want to give me some detail about what the planets are like, what's on the planets, or what makes them different. Is there a planet like Earth that has life on it? Okay, but I'd be really interested to see which way you decide to go with it, how you want to represent this work. Do you want to do one of the solar system we live in, or make a solar system of your own up? Okay, but think carefully about how you do it, and I look forward to seeing the finished work.